Biden. Okay. Biden and Kamala Harris are basically hypocrites, as I've called them. Okay, we all know that. But and this is really important. There were articles and kind of headlines that came out last week around Thursday or Friday, Thursday night, Friday morning, and all day Friday, and essentially what it was Biden and pretty much and Kamala Harris are firing staffers for past marijuana use, legal marijuana use. Okay. And this goes to a really big issue, okay? And it's I'm gonna get to it, but I think when you make a promise as the Joe Biden administration to the rich, you keep it because the rich donate to your campaign, and when you make a promise to your staffers and the citizens, because he don't have constituents anymore, it's all the citizens of the United States, then you break it because. You break the promise. You break them because, they're not important to you. So anyway, it's just a case. Okay, they're not important to you. So Biden and Kamala are now firing people, staffers, because of their past use of legal drugs, of legal marijuana. And let me just tell you, 15 states have legalized marijuana for recreational use and purposes. 15 states, and it's actually legal in Washington D.C. So pretty much, I don't understand why Biden's going back on his promise. Actually, I do. Right? You might be saying that to yourself. I don't understand why Joe Biden would go back onto his promise. So this is a part, and they released a statement. Okay, Jen Psaki released a statement, the press secretary, because that's who would do it. Communications team. Hello. And they said, there were other issues and this and that came up. We take it seriously, da-da-da-da-da. We can't really mention names, but we're not going to judge you. We're not really judgmental. And it's a stupid-ass cover-up. It's stupid. It's shit because you're like, is he going to curse in this podcast? Yeah. In this episode or clip, whatever. Yeah, it's stupid because I'll tell you why. You're going to cover up for a stupid, petty thing? Like, that would be like me firing staffers. We've got employees here at the podcast, and we got 2 of them for now. That would be like me going to Lex, who is our video editor, and saying, Lex, you have to go because you drank in the past. Or, Lex, you had a boyfriend in the past, so I have to let you go. Or you went to a nightclub in the past, Lex, right? Like, that would be the stupidest, pettiest thing to do. So here's why I think they're doing this. Number one, so the number one reason is Joe Biden is from a different era, as Kyle Kalinske said. He's from the war on drugs era, the 1980s, right-wing take on the war on drugs, which is if you smoke pot, if you do it in edibles, and things like that, or whatever. Like, we're gonna fire you. We're going to put you in jail, and we're going to give you criminal records and put you in prison and exacerbate our prison populations because that's what we do as a drug lord. And so he's taking this approach, and it's a stupid approach. It's so dumb because it's like, dude, really, you're going to do that? Like, come on. Okay, like, he's taking this approach, and he's doing it against Washington, D.C.'s own laws. Like, these staffers, they're not fucking getting high in the White House. Right? I know some pot smokers are gonna be like, dude, what the hell's wrong with you, motherfucker? Like, but come on. Like, they're not doing it in their jobs. They're doing it away. And the point is, so what? So what? He's just from a different era. And this is why, like, he could get rid of he could make marijuana legal like that. He could take it off the Schedule 1 substances list like that. But he won't do it. This is proof he won't do it. If you're a bootlicker Democrat who thinks that Joe Biden is gonna legalize marijuana, you are a fucktard. You're a retard. You're so stupid because this is the exact antithesis and the opposite side of, hey, we're gonna end the war on drugs. And this is the guy who was the author of the 1994 crime bill, 1995 I think. And he said, I want to put everybody in jail for everything but jaywalking, or kill everybody for everything but jaywalking. He wanted to ban raves. He pushed Ronald Reagan to the war on to the right on the war on drugs. He he did all of that. He exacerbated the prison population. He created all these laws that the police now have to police and be responsible for. And he's the reason that we have 2 million people in our 2.2 or 2.5 million. Like he that's how many people he put in prison. So in our American prison. So the population in them. So this is coming from a guy who, again, is a war criminal, monger, death rattle, walking death rattle, a senile walking death rattle, and who is like a drug warrior, like war on drugs warrior, and he's one of the last of his kind, but it's really pushing the Democratic Party to the right. So the obvious solution is to legalize all drugs. And now, last thing on the staffers, could it be that they were smoking other things or maybe doing other drugs? I mean, I don't know, and I really don't give a crap. I really don't give a shit because it's like, it's their life. Let them do whatever the hell they want. And the best thing to do is to legalize and decriminalize all drugs. And I mean, come on, Oregon did it, and just legalize, tax, and regulate marijuana, put the cartel out of business, and make make business here at home boom, and the economy will grow, and we can get people out of prisons. But no, he won't do it, and this is further proof because, of course, he's a senile, walking, demented death rattle, and a drug lord at the best.